All right, guys, good morning. Bruce here with Targeted Wealth Creation. I got a little flu bug, so I haven't been feeling very well, but I did want to get this Coney out for you and hopefully a couple more. So what happened yesterday? Coin was down at 178.91, so it was down 7.86. Now, this is erroneous, showing us 1350 down because $1 is what it would have been, okay, for the payout. So if you do that, we were slightly ahead of the game, right? They closed down 786, we closed down 736. But you do have to see that the dollar was taken out on ex-dividend. So that's what we have. Now, what happened in the day? Well, they got an additional 150,000 and they used that money mainly to put on this and not this synthetic, this naked call. They rolled out of a naked call, bought it back for 3 cents, right? Because that was a 232 and here they are down at 178. So that was an easy buyback on a Wednesday. And they wrote a 200 out for 816, right? So they're able to write it 7 trading days out. And they got 368 and collected 5.8 million and closed out all of the other except for 47,000. So I had said I hoped they would do it early. They did. There were some other ones they could have done, but I think Thursday will be fine for them. So the other piece is they rolled out of the remaining 250 synthetic. They remember I told you yesterday there were 7,150 contracts. So they closed those out, which means they sell a call instead of buy a call, and they buy to close the put instead of sell the put. So you can see it cost them a lot of money. They only collected 15 cents and had to spend 59.5. And then they went out and wrote everything into the 210s. Now we're completely devoid of any contracts on the 816 expiration at 250. And we're closer within $30 or so at the 210. And even that we get some money. We're able to buy it for 12.75 and sell it for 30. Right. So there's 17 plus really 18 and $18.14. But when you lose 59.35, it's ugly. And then here is the closing the 3 cent 232 one early. That was an 8.9 expiration going out to 8.16 on a 200. Okay, so how does that look on the sheets? Well, it looks good, but the net effect is, let's go look at these. So the net effect is, I put it out here, is they lost 42 million more on closing this one out, and then they collected, call it 13. So that's a 29 million difference. So that just took us down further. Sorry, guys, I told you I'm a little under the weather here. So let's take a look. That's the right price, but the movement's wrong. So we have out to 920 on our 210s. So let's look at what the weeklies look like. So we put this additional 15,800 over here in this weekly. And look at how far out. I mean, we're going to win these, right? The closest one is almost 15%, 29%, 23%, 22%. And they went lower, as they should. I'm okay with it where they went on that one. So let's take a look. They're doing very well on these weeklies, no question. Let's go look at the holdings. And you see here right away that we even closed down because they sold this for 368. So they got the right move and they could buy it back at 302. So we're already 18% in the money in this big one. But look at all these other ones. 99.56, just buy it back. 97.91, buy it back. 97.51, buy it back. This one, let it, it's small, but not only 91. So, okay, maybe at the end of the day, buy it back and then ride all of those 6 days out. Or sorry, 6 trading days out, write them for 816. So anyway, we're doing well on those. It's just, we're getting killed on it. But hopefully we're done with this. So we now have a 98 million loss. Okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world because technically that all goes away with a 30-point rise. Because you come up here, it's all now in the 210. I can erase all of this. It's not relevant. They're all gone, all the contracts. But when you look at this, so you say 210, we're at like what, 187? Yeah. So 178, I think is our number. Yeah, call it 179. So we are $31. So $31 would actually turn that 98 million into a positive number, because the way they operate, as you can see here, we're still giving some value by being that low. And this being is about almost $8 worth of time premium because it's out till September 20th. So if you came roaring up to 200, you probably would wipe this entire 98 million. So on one hand, it seems like a big move, but it's 15% up on coin. And we are up in the pre-market on BTC. I'm showing 50, hang on, 57. Remember, we traded back down to 55. And so here we are up 2,675 with 3.5 hours before the market opens. So we're talking 4.86. So we're going to be higher in coin. I looked, I didn't see a lot. Let's see what coin's showing. Probably gets out of that 78 though. Yeah, it's showing 183 by 184. Let's get any up is a good move. Okay, guys, so that's what I got for you on that front. Let's go over a couple other things here. So we closed at 1410. Now we're done with having to account for ex-dividend and fair value based on, whoops, the share count is 40,775. Remember I told you that they got 150,000 shares bought, which is very small from their total, 0.37. Okay, so that kind of sums up that. Let's go over and look at the payments. And this is where we took the 42 million loss and then the 12.9 gain. So they netted out to 29 because now I'm tracking everything in here starting on ex-dividend date. Okay, I use declaration date to declaration date. So everything that happened here goes in this kitty. Yeah, we're behind because of that, but we got the 5.8 million. So we should be able to write another 6-7 million. So that should help us. We should get another like 28 cents over here and just start, and if we can move up on the synthetic, start having a winning month, guys. That's what we need. We honestly need that big time. All right, so that's what I got for you. Again, sorry if I'm a little slow or you may not notice, but I really don't feel too well. But the payday will help. So happy payday to everybody out there. And by the way, for those, there's always a few questions on newer people. Hey, when is the pay? I didn't get mine. If you're on E-Trade, they're always bad. They usually don't even pay on the payday. I notice in Schwab, they usually pay several of the funds before. I haven't even looked, this morning, but I'm sure I probably have my Misty, my Coney, And then a few of them get delayed till market opens an hour or two into the market. My Fidelity usually pays me midnight, early in the morning. Once in a while, Fidelity will pay during the day. Um, those in iBroker, I think they're pretty good. I think you Robinhood guys are pretty good. I know E-Trade is bad. I don't know too much about the Canadians. So if you guys got your money and when you got it, just throw a note in the comments. Hey, Bruce, Fidelity got all mine before the market opened. You don't have to tell me amount. Nobody cares as much about how. You can mention a fund if you want, because I notice on Schwab, like I said, they'll pay some funds well into the early morning hours and other funds later, which makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. Okay, guys, thanks again. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great day ahead, peoples. Bye for now.